Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know, my name is Eman, or Dancing in Circles, and I make pole, aerial hoop, and lollipop lyra tutorials on this channel. Today we're going to be on aerial hoop, working on our toe hangs. So we're going to start by warming up the feet, and then we're going to talk about the progressions to achieve this hang. So make sure that you're ready for that. Have 2 straps available for this one. I also wanted to make a little announcement for those of you who follow me for my lollipop lyra content, or who purchased a lollipop lyra during quarantine. I have 2 live workshops coming up with the Canadian Pole Fitness Association that I'm super excited about. So they will be on March 6th. I will place them over here and link them down below. Check it out. The first one will be 1 to 2:30, and that one will be a Lollipop Lyra 101 for those of you who purchased a lolly during quarantine and are looking to take your existing vocabulary from aerial hoop or pole and translate it over onto this hybrid apparatus. This workshop is for you. The second one will be an intermediate level workshop, so it will be a dynamic skills workshop, and we'll be working on slides, rolls, etc., all of that really fun stuff on the lollipop lyra. That one will be $245 till $415. Both workshops are $30 Canadian, so I think they're super worthwhile. So check it out. Please join me. I'm super excited about those. If you find this video useful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help me out with growing this channel. I will also drop my Instagram and TikTok and stuff over here. Please tag me if you try this out and you achieve it. I would love to see it. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey guys, so today we're going to be starting off on our mat. So we're just going to warm up our feet and our active pike before we take it up into the air. So contrary to popular belief, your toe hang is not actually a hang on your toes, it's actually a hang on your ankles. So say this is my foot, I will be collecting the skin as I slide down, and the bar will be here on my ankle and not on my toes. So I need to have a really, really strong flexed position so that I don't lose this, because if I'm here, I'm not flexing hard enough, the bar will slide up to the toes, and from here I could lose it and fall out of my hang. So that's a little bit more of a dangerous position. From here is the correct position. So most people have a hard time finding that correct position, and I totally understand. I remember when I was first learning this one, I thought that I didn't have the right shaped foot, and I was like, oh my god, my bones are there, it's so terrible, and I kept falling out of it. This one does take some persistence, and I would say that it actually changed the shape of my foot a little bit. So I noticed that the bones were a little bit more rounded at my ankle, and when I finally managed to find my shelf, I noticed that it kind of flattened out. So that is totally a thing, and it's normal. So from here, I just want to do a quick little warm up on the floor. I'm going to grab a block just for the first one, and or a book or anything that will elevate you. From here, I'm going to start on my mat, sitting on my heels. From here, I'm going to extend one leg out in front of me, and I'm going to sit on this block. So the leg that is extended out in front will have the block underneath the hip, and that will be my working leg. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fingertips out in front of me, pretty far out in front, so I'm going to reach all the way out, kind of mid-calf, almost at my ankle, and from here I'm going to push my fingertips into my mat, round out my upper back, keep those knees locked and straight, and from here we're just going to do leg lifts. So we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. And from here, I would like you guys to do 10 on each side at least. I would take the block out from underneath that hip, sit on my opposite ankle, and then switch sides. So that block would go underneath my working hip, so underneath the opposite leg. And again, pushing the fingertips into the floor, doing those leg lifts. Now from here, I'm gonna get rid of the block, and we're just gonna warm up our feet super quickly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go into my pike position, From here, I'm gonna make sure that my knees are super locked and straight. I can bring my hands at my hips or behind my back. Completely up to you. We're gonna keep a straight spine here. Now from here, I'm gonna start flexed foot. So my foot and my toes are curled all the way in towards my face. Now from here, we're gonna go into a demi point. So what that means is I'm gonna point just the foot, but I'm gonna keep the toes spread and flexing in towards the face. Now from here, I'm going to curl my toes under into a point. So I'm gonna flex just the toes into Barbie. I like to call this Barbie. I had a coach that used to call it that. And then we'll flex the whole foot in towards the face, keeping those knees locked and straight in this position. Again, pointing just the foot, keeping the toes flexed in towards the face, toes spread, and then curling the toes under. So repeat that a couple of times and shake it out, and then we will take it up in the air. We'll go up into it. All right, so we're gonna work on taking this up inside of the hoop. So we're going to be coming in through a hip balance position or a front balance position, but instead of going all the way up onto the hips into our front balance, we're just going to be sliding down onto the feet. So when you're first attempting this, I want you to have 2 straps available. It can be yoga straps, it can be bands if you're comfortable with that, although the bands are a little stretchy, so they'll pull down while you're holding on to them, or it can be band sets, whatever you'd like. I have 2 straps here. I have a yoga strap and I have a daisy chain. So I'm going to be hooking them onto the hoop about shoulder distance apart. So I'm going to hook both of them here about shoulder distance. I'm going to start with the one, and then I will take this other one. Could not find 2 matching straps today, so we've got 2 different ones. And I'm going to spread them out so that they're about shoulder distance. So now from here, I can hold on to these until I can work my hands off in this position. Just a little tip, you can roll up your pants if you would like, as this will help you to gather the skin and get that skin contact onto the hoop. It'll be a little bit painful, it'll be a little bit uncomfortable, that's totally okay. That's normal for this trick. And it'll help you see that you're collecting the skin. So I'm gonna roll up my pants just a touch. And from here, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go up into our piked front balance position. From here, I want you to try to get your shin in contact with the bottom bar. I would say all the way down the shin. So I'm gonna work myself, get the bottom bar onto my shin, and I'm going to slide myself down. As I slide down, I'm going to try to gather the skin up so that I can create a little bit of a shelf here on the ankle. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So from here, I'm going to go into the hoop, and we're going to come into a hip balance position. Now from here, notice that my shins are in contact with the hoop. I'm going to flex my feet, and I'm going to keep my feet together. So touching, make sure that they're not too separated or that there's a huge gap in between your feet. I want your feet to be together in this position. So from here, we're going to get the shin in contact with the hoop and slide down. I'm going to collect the skin and get it onto that shelf. From here, if you feel comfortable, you can take your hands off the bar and grab the straps. Hold a piked position. From here, when you're ready to come out, you can just step out of it, as opposed to reaching back up onto the hoop. So the next progression would be to continue. So to do that again and again and again, grab the strap. But now from here, what I want you to do, instead of just descending out and jumping out while holding the strap, try to slide your hands back up. Re-grab the hoop, as we want to train ourselves to re-grab the hoop to come out of this position. So from here, we'll go into our toe hang, grab the straps, maybe lean down a little bit, and then we're going to walk ourselves back up, re-grab the bar, and step out of that position. So from here, I am really focusing on gathering the skin to come up onto the ankle. So that is very, very important. Really key tip to getting this trick. And from here, I'm going to work myself off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of those straps, or maybe we'll keep the straps on for now. And what I want you to do, take your hands off the straps and we're gonna grab the backs of the legs first. We're gonna hold a pike position, a tuck, and that will be easier to hold than leaning all the way down. So your next progression will be to take the hands off of the strap. So to go into a balance, slide down, feet together, hands on the strap. Now from here, see if you can grab the backs of the legs. Hold this piked position. Now from here, work yourself back up and step out. Now from here, when you start to get comfortable in this position, you start to get those calluses right on the ankle here, and you start to find that shelf much more easily. We can get rid of the straps. Whew. And we can start to work on coming all the way down instead of staying in that tucked position. So it's much easier to hold this hang when I'm grabbing the backs of my legs and keeping my chest high than it is to lean all the way up. So the next progression will be to come in, maybe grab the backs of the legs, see if you can work yourself down. Now I'm gonna grab the backs of the legs, slide back up, and step out of it. And there you have it. That is your toe hang position. So remember, keep in mind, shins stay in contact with the bottom bar the whole time as you descend down into this shape. Really flex the foot and make sure that you're not losing your contact with the bottom bar and you're not sliding onto your toes. Your toe hang is actually an ankle hang. And there you have it.